what's up? It's Katie and I am back with another war video. This is the first war of the last week of season 2. So up to this point we have been undefeated and have been very proud of that. These wars are getting tougher and tougher. Now, I don't know if luck can be considered a skill, but if it is, I might just have the maddest skills right now because I get a few really lucky breaks and, you know, I might not have Domino, but she is giving me some luck or something. So let's get into it. We are facing the Alliance LIIZ Coalicio Azteca. Hey, sorry if I mispronounced it. They are a little under 18 million alliance rating with a war rating of a little over 2100, and they are gold 2. They're very close to us in this war, so I bring in my normal characters of Ghost Rider, Star-Lord, and Blade. Now some of these nodes I thought I could have brought in Iceman because I scouted them ahead of time, and you know, it might have made things a little bit easier on me, but like I said, I did catch some lucky breaks here, so let's get into it. We're on the first node, and it's the Pessimist Rolling Thunder with a little champion boost and Outlast. We've got a 4-star tech champion, and I really had no clue who it was going to be. You know, with the diversity node, it could have been anybody. And surprisingly, it's a Yondu, and normally he's on those enhanced bleed nodes, you know, hoping you get caught by that arrow. But I think fighting Yondus now, everybody pretty much knows how to do it. He's not much of a problem. You just have to know when to parry him and to bait out those SP1s. You know, it's not very hard once you guys get that down. You know, when he was first put in the game, he was a real pain in the ass, especially to get those SP1s out of him, but, you know, he's pretty good now, so I easily take him down in 20 hits, and we're on to the next node. It's the Special 1 Bias, a little bit of attack champion boost, and we've got a 4-star skill champ on here, and this is another one of those nodes where you never really know who you're going to get. It could have been a Gwenpool, it could have been really anybody, and it turns out to be a Punisher. So, you know, we come in here, punch, parry, just like we normally do, and we make a mistake right here. And so he throws the SP1, and I try to punish him for it, and I get parried. So maybe it's that I don't fight this guy enough to know whether you can punish that SP1. I don't know. So now I'm trying to get some more SP1s out of him, and this time right here I decide not to punish him for it. So I drop my SP and get him on that, and he's got the shock charge from that SP2, and I'm just gonna wait for him to just fall over. Alright, the next one is the All or Nothing node, and I figured it could have been a Thor Ragnarok or a Kingpin, but something very interesting happens on this node. Anyway, we'll get into that later. So I decided to bring in Ghost Rider so we can power drain, and we've got a Thor Fraggle Rock on here. And so now I'm just trying to go to town on him, drain his power, to keep him, you know, under 20 hits before we do, so we just don't get that SP3. And then he throws the SP1, and that threw me off because he's not supposed to do that. So now we're at 15 hits, and he throws another SP1, and I'm just like, what in the world is happening right now? So I decided to go and just wail on him up to the 20 hits, throw my SP1, and then try to bait out his SP1 again. But I guess now the All or Nothing node has finally kicked in because he's not throwing any more specials. And he's just trying to get that third power bar up. So finally, you know, I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to throw my special 2 on you and power drain you. So I power drain him right there and get a quick intercept. And Thor Fraggle Rock goes down. maybe, if any of you guys know why he was throwing specials when it was the all or nothing node, if it was a bug or what, I don't know. If you could let me know, that would be great. Alright, this next one is the Kinetic Reactor node with Plague Mine and a little bit of Champion Boost, and of course Strike Back, and we've got a 5-star Mystic on here. And after scouting up, I was pretty sure it was going to be a Magic, and it is. So I bring in Blade, and I do make some kind of costly mistakes. You're going to see that. So, but you know, Blade, I've got my Danger Sense up, and I'm just kind of wailing away on her. You know, I should have done more damage from that Parry Blade, but I don't know, I just didn't. So I'm just sitting here feeding her Mystic Dispersions. I should have just kept parrying her out and getting those bleeds on her, and that didn't happen. And now, but you know, things are kind of working out okay. I'm like, alright, but then, yeah, this happens. She throws her special 3, and oh my gosh. That's, you guys, that special 3 hit me like a truck of dildos. Like, seriously. But, luckily, see, I told you luck was on my side somehow. I dropped my SP1 and down she went. Now we're moving on to the next node, and it's the Breakthrough node. I knew this was going to be a Mephisto. And this was another node where Iceman really would have been good for. But I decided to bring in Ghost Rider here. This is another one of those, if luck was a skill, I'd have mad skills right now. So, you know, we're going in here, and my plan with Mephisto is to drop my SP3 on him before he gets to his regen phase. So, we're just kind of wailing away. Oh yeah, and this node, I don't know if I mentioned it before, has a little bit of limber on it. So I know I only have a small amount of parries, and I'm trying to stay away from that aura damage. But of course, you know, he has Mystic Dispersion. So now I'm just trying to get a special out of him, and he doesn't throw it. And boom. And look how tiny I am. And he just eats me and spits me out like a goddamn gross wad of tobacco. Alright, but we're still in the game. We're still in the game, and I take a heavy right there, which was terrible, but whatever. I'm trying to get a heal off here, and I'm definitely out of parries. And he's just throwing those SP1s back to back, and I can't punish them all because, you know, he throws one and then boom, he gets another one. And so I have 23% health, so now I gotta get a heavy off for a heal. So you can see I got very lucky right there on that one. So I'm trying to get some health back, trying to avoid his SP1s. And see, he just keeps throwing them. I mean, look at that. It's like chain throwing SP1s. So now he passes his regen phase, and now I decide that I want to drop my SP. So his armor's down quite a bit now. I got him in assassin range, so another 5-hit combo, and down goes Mephisto. So, sorry guys, that was the last contribution for me for this war. The mini boss and boss were already taken out by my other alliance mates. Thanks, guys. And unfortunately, we did not win this war. We lost our undefeated streak. That was the first loss for the season, and I guess we just had way too many deaths. I think we had about 10 or 11 more deaths than they did. So I was hoping we could have an undefeated season, but unfortunately, we will not. We were like the 2007 Pats, just blowing it in the end there. But anyway, we still went up in the rankings, so I can't be too upset about that. We're really still hoping we can get into Gold 1, but I don't know, it's not looking too good. So fingers crossed though. And that's all I've got. So thank you again for watching. If you guys liked what you saw, and you want to see more, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll keep you posted as our quest back to platinum, continued into next season, continues. Thanks, guys. Bye.